What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Kevo, don't nobody care for you first, man. You here go a cookie. Yeah, there you go. There go a cookie for Kevo. Yeah, get a fruit snack. Yeah, get a fruit snack. Get a Welch's fruit snack. Yeah, take it, Kevo. Take the fruit snack. Take the fruit snack, Kevo. Hey man, what's going on, man? Y'all pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up on YouTube. If y'all pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Is you scared yet? Is anybody scared yet? Is anybody scared yet? Hey, dig this right here. Uh, who in the world is that? Following the come up series investment strategies. Is you a bot? Boy, my block game so strong. Hey, let's get into it, man. Let me share my screen. Uh, oh, you shook? You shook? Let me share my screen, man. And then I'm gonna get right into it. But y'all know what I got to do first, man. What up, Red? Hey, before I get into it, let me introduce myself to those on the replay who may not know me, who may not know this face, who may not know my whatever you want to call it. My name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I come on here every night with the Spider Game. We just break down what we saw in the market today. We usually try to get on in the morning on IG, then in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we get on here and talk about what we saw going on the ES, the NQ, the SPY. Sometimes we talk about the QQQ, but we just talk about the market overall. I'm talking real fast, ain't it? Hey, man. I just like to get on here and share my journey, share what I've learned, you know what I'm saying, bounce stuff back and forth with the different cousins. Shout out to cousins like 100, Red, Kev with all the jokes, the homie Stock, Zay, Lex, Boyd, Draco, everybody that, I can't forget Here to Learn and Share. If I ain't call your name, charge to my head, not my heart, man. I would never charge nobody to share this information that I learned. If you want to support me, YouTube got this thing called Super Chats. You can click that. Speaking of click the like button. They say that help. Share it with a cousin. Share it with one you like. Share it with one you don't like. If you really want to support me, go to thenewtlr.com. It's 9 letters. The THE new NEW TLR TLR. Those are my initials. Timothy Lee Rogers. Thenewtlr.com. You'll see a site like this. It say Spider Gang, and you can go in there and shop merch if you really want to support your boy. Because again, I would never, ever, never charge anybody for this information about the stock market. Speaking of information about the stock market, shout out my daughter in the stock market, Alexandria Cartwright, aka Learn with Lex, aka Liquidity Lex, aka Trader Lex, aka WealthWalks creator, CEO, and all of that right there. Go to shopwealthwalks.com. Y'all see it up here in the little box there. Shopwealthwalks.com and support my daughter, man. She done got out of college. She got to pay Fannie Mae back, man. She got them student loans. She trying to pay it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here in these cybersecurity streets, man. Go support Lex at shopwealthwalks.com. Speaking of Draco, that's Draco right there. What's up, Draco? Her name actually Draco. Go to prolificprosperity.com. Ignore this little bald head dude right there in the middle of the screen. Totally ignore that. Go to prolificprosperity.com and support Draco, man. She can help you out with all kind of stuff, budgeting, estate planning, all kind of things, financial and insurance and all of that. You know, see what it say? She got over 20 years in the finance and insurance industry. She can hook you up. And she also got a master's in criminal justice. She got a master in criminal justice. Draco is smart. I'm proud of you, Draco. Shout out to A Squad, man. A Squad Live. Go to, y'all, wait a minute. I got to get my breath before I say this URL. A-squad-live22.myshopify.com. Whoo, my good, that's a mouthful. A-squad-live22.myshopify.com. Pull up on them and buy some merch. Support my family, man. They go live every Friday on on Zoom. They go live every Friday on Zoom, trading live. They asked me to come on last week. Because I guess somebody valued my opinion in the stock market. I got on there, jumped on there with the A squad, and you know, I gave a few pointers on stuff. I don't know who listened to me. I'm just a little dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I think they got a free trade room coming up on the 15th. I don't know. Hit up Boyd, hit up Vic, hit up Trey, hit up JD, hit up one of them, man. They can tell you if they got the free trade room or not. IG, Scott's Creations on IG. I got a couple more, then we're going to get into it. The homie Travis Scott, this the real Travis Scott. He got menus on his page. He's a culinary genius. He a culinary chef. He a chef for real. He got a culinary degree or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at one of these right. Oh, look at this right here. Italian. I mean, Haitian, that's a Haitian. I said Italian. See this move. Haitian chicken sausage spaghetti with broccoli. Ooh, that sounds delicious. You know what I'm saying? He got all these different, lemon butter squash. Did I say lemon butter squash? Lemon butter salmon with garlic. I ain't with the garlic kale. I'm sorry. I ain't with the garlic kale. Anyway, he got all these different menus on here. You know what I'm saying? He got some stuff with quinoa. That stuff my wife be eating. You know what I'm saying? Honey, man, these moving ones getting on my nerve. Let me find one that don't move. You know what I'm saying? Cobb salad. Baked is moving too. Anyway, moving on. He'll show you how to cook it. If you click on videos, he break down how to cook it. You know what I'm saying? And then if you go click on his link right there, boop, I already popped it up over there. It'll take you to his bio. You click on his link, you can go to buy he got his own seasonings that he done made. Charlie, you can get your own seasoning. This season, you see what this seasoning right here say? This seasoning right here say you can put it on darn near everything. Shout out to homie Travis Scott. He said aprons too. It's something on there about some aprons too. Things on the cook well. Yeah, there you go. That's a pot. That's a pot. It's some aprons on there somewhere. I saw the aprons. Right? Next up on IG, Stock Zay. Shout out to homie Stock Zay. Me and the homie Stock Zay had a good conversation last night, man. We was on the phone talking about the market, talking about this, talking about that. The homie Stock Zay is a genius. If y'all know who Stock Zay is, it's this light-skinned dude right here in this picture with this beautiful lady and this beautiful little girl. That light-skinned dude right there or right here, yeah, that's him. That's him. If you go to his page and click on this link right here, what is Zay faking the funk on right here? What is this? Boy, you better look at peeking at. And we see you. Stop looking at the camera. Hey, check this out. If you go there and click on his link right there in his bio, it'll take you to his page right here, his calendar, whatever you call it, link tree. You can join the runners. He got a community. You know what I'm saying? They got like education and a private community, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He lead those. He give his little tips and tricks and, you know, break it down. Amazing fundamental trader, fundamental investor, technical analysis trader. He mean when it comes to swinging them calls and puts. Man, if you ain't see Zay episode when he did a Tim's Tidbit takeover, go watch that. Because the way Zay broke it down with getting prepared to buy your calls and puts, like if you bearish, he show you how to get get the puts and know when to get out and get into the calls by just looking at the premium of the, man, y'all go back and look at that, man. It's the one with that light-skinned dude right there on the $100 bill on the thumbnail. It's the Tim's Tidbit takeover with Zay. You got the YouTube channel, First Gen Wealth, and you can schedule a one-on-one with him. Last but not least, Charles Coney. If you go to IG and go to Wall Street Consortium, right? Go to Wall Street Consortium, Charles Coney. If you click on his link in his bio, you can go to his calendar and book a one-on-one with this man. This man is an amazing investor. He been investing ever since what he been investing. I don't even know. He started investing when Noah was on his way to Home Depot to buy the gopher wood for the ark. That's when Uncle Charles started investing, man. Book a one-on-one with this man and figure out how to get your portfolio life together, man. I said that was the last one, but I just thought of one, man. I got to shout out the baby cousin, man. Got to shout out the baby cousin. If you go to thestockbaby.com, baby cuzzo. If I don't follow him, if it ain't spelled like this right here, don't go in there. Go there and click on his link and join. He got a Discord called Freedomville. He got a Discord called Freedomville. Go in there if you want to be a part of a community. Shout out to cousin Stock Baby. You know what I'm saying? Stock Baby, Freedomville. That's it, man. That's all the people I'm gonna shout out. That's all I'm gonna do. We about to get into it, man. Let's get into the price action recap, man. We're gonna get into the price action recap. We're gonna start with Spy today. Spy, where you at? For anybody that's watching the replay or anybody who don't know what Spy is the spy. Spy is the spy. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Look at these drops. Them things look like tattoo tears. Boy, somebody tell me that Spy ain't done joined the gang. Tell me this don't look like tattoo tears right here. Them look like tattoo tears. Boy, Spy out here for the streets. Y'all, have y'all been saying anything in the chat before I get started? Y'all ain't been saying nothing? My sweetie ain't here to pop stuff up on the screen for me. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Dig this right here, man. Dig this. Me and the homie Zay was talking last night, and we was like, man, Zay said, Tim, this thing gonna slide, homie. I said, Zay, I ain't even gonna hold you. I done gave up. I done gave up hope. This thing for the hit 20. This line down here are the 2020, it's February 2020 high, the closure. No, this is the closure. This is the closure of February 2020. Like I had put it on a line chart earlier, and this right here, that was like the closure around right one of these days right here, February. One of these days here, it was like when you put it on the line chart. I had it on a weekly line chart. So for the week, this was a weekly closure in February. That's what it was. That was the highest weekly closure in February. That's what it was, right? And if you look where we at now, compared to that right there, we a stone's throw away. We are a stone's throw away from that, and looking between where we at now and looking to the left, like Beyonce say do, it ain't a whole lot in between us and that right there. Matter of fact, let's jump over to the ES, because I mapped out what was in between us and that right there. Jump to the ES real quick. I'm going to go to daily candles. I probably should have went to weekly candles. Boom. Let's go. I'm gonna go to weekly candles. Make it a little bit. Boom. Look at that. You see this right here? In between, y'all ignore all that gobbledygook, the writing and all that right there. But in between where we at now and them 2020 highs, we got one monthly fair value gap right about here. The top of that fair value gap is at 35.51.50. We got two weekly fair value gaps right up under that, and then we got a daily fair value gap up under that. That's all the gap work in between us and the 2020 highs. So y'all do the math on that. We closed the day at, well, no, that's probably where we at. That's probably because it's the market open. We closed today at, get out my way, box. Today we closed on the ES at 37.66, and the top of that monthly fair value gap is 35.51. That's not a whole lot. Somebody do the math on that. Somebody get a calculator and do the math on that. God, dog it. Come back here. Come back here. Okay. We closed today at 37.66. 37.66 minus, and the top of that monthly fair value gap is 35.51.50 minus 35.51.50. That ain't nothing but 215 points. Close enough. 215 points to the downside, and we'll be at that monthly fair value gap. That's a stone's throw away. That's a stone's throw away. What it was yesterday, we dropped 100 and how many points we dropped yesterday? Oh, that's the ES. Let me go to the ES. Yesterday, somebody do the math on this right here. From the high, 41.69. Let me just get the calculator, because ain't nobody gonna tell me what it is. Y'all be doing the math on your cell phone and not telling me what it say. Okay, the high was 41.69.75. 41.69.75 minus the low was 38.9650 minus 38.9650. We moved 273 points yesterday from the high to the low. 273 points from the high to the low yesterday. That's why I say we a stone's throw away. We just a stone's throw away on the ES. That's what we moved. 273 points from the high to the low on the ES. Whoo! Give you chills, don't it? Give you chills, don't? Well, I know Larry having a good time right now. Larry, Red, Gerald, everybody, man. But dig it. Here we go. So, if y'all wasn't on the live this morning, I was talking on the live and I said, Thursday, I ignored the signs, right, that we have showed the market had gave the tip of what it wanted to do. I said it, I admit it, I did it, I admit it. I ain't man enough to try to hide the fact that I ignored the signs. Boom. What, Tim? What signs did you ignore? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. You see this little box that man, let me turn this snap off. You see this little box I was struggling with? Can y'all see my screen? I hope y'all can see my, hold on. Because I can't see where my mouse went. Okay, y'all can see my screen, right? See this little box right here I'm drawing around these candles right here? Okay, so for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, right after we broke structure right here, as soon as we broke structure here, I said I want to come down, fill in both these fair value gaps, this one and this one. I said I want to come fill in these fair value gaps and then go back up to these equal highs right here. The market was consolidating. It wasn't giving no sign if we was going to go up or if we was going to go down. Wasn't giving no sign. If you notice right here, as we was consolidating, when we started getting to the end of the consolidation, we started making lower highs and higher lows right there. So we was going into a wedge pattern, right? When we broke out that wedge pattern, I was so happy that we had came down to the fair value gaps that I wanted to get to way back here. I totally ignored the fact that we had broke out the wedge pattern to the downside. You know what I'm saying? We had the consolidation. At the end of the consolidation, we started forming a wedge, and then we broke it to the downside. Broke the consolidation to the downside, broke the end wedge part of it to the downside right there. An alarm should have went off of my head and said, blip, 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 blip. We at least gonna go down one more day. You know what I'm saying? But right here is when we got the job numbers, and I was like, oh, the job numbers pushed it down. We went to this right here. We got to the fair value gap that I wanted to go, totally ignoring the fact that we broke to the downside. I'm just happy we got to the fair value gap. Woke up on Friday, woo! All kind of positions at zero because we gapped down so far. Shout out to the homie Zay. When Zay say limit down, limit down like a mug, right? So boom, we get down here, and then I'm like, all right then, you know what I'm saying? Let's see how far we go. Me and Zay was talking, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. I did not expect to wake up and gap way down here up under the lows. I expected maybe a little gap down, maybe a little push below the low on the 24th, right? I expected that. But I did not, because me and Zay, we talked, we was like, hey, we gap down below the 24th. We can just stay right here, open up on the SPY right here where we at, so we can, you know what I'm saying, run this liquidity under the 24th, and then push back up and fill the gap and then come down. Man, this thing gapped down up under the lows, under the lowest lows. The bottom dropped up. Well, not the lowest lows, but like the most recent low. Gapped up under it, pushed up just a tad bit, and then sold off for the rest of the day. Ain't get no kind of enthusiasm until right at the end of the day, right? Man, when I tell you, I want to try to get a little small pop to get some puts, but it did. By the time I started trading, let's go into the price action real quick. I'm gonna go to the 6. I'm just drop all the way down to the 15 minute. Right? I'm gonna drop all the way down to the 15 minute. Right? So when we opened up at 9:30 over here, This the candle right here when we opened up. When we opened up, we looked like we was trying to push up and take out these highs up here, right? For the buy side liquidity. We had the sell side liquidity down here. It was like down here somewhere. Right, we had it. Okay, we're going for the buy side sales. Oh, the low. We had the low sitting down here. I ain't got it on here no more. So it looked like we was trying to push up to it, and then all of a sudden it reversed. Boom, hit it. And I was on there talking about. I said, if you a breakout bear, once we broke this right here, when you trade back up to it, that's when you're going short. As you see, this was the equal lows right here. We broke out. You know what I'm saying? Went back up. Broke down like in here again, came down, went back up into it again on this 15-minute candle, and there she blows. She gone. Boom. We opened up, went back up into it, gone. You know what I'm saying? That's like the breakout. That's the breakout, the initial breakout. If you could have caught a sell there. And then it turned around and gave you another opportunity because it came down for the people that don't want to trade that early in the morning, came right back up to that same area there. Boom. That's the break. Your stop will be in the same spot above these right here, and boom, it came into it. Now right here, this right here, this wick up, I don't know what that was because I wasn't watching the chart. I was gone doing. Oh, me and my wife, we was eating lunch, doing something. I think we was eating Panera bread. Yeah. So I don't know what made this big wick, if it's just regular stuff or news, but I do know over here with this big wick right here, when they dropped some news that the Fed was possibly going to do 0.75, announced that they was going to do 0.75 on Wednesday, the algos went crazy to the upside, took off. Because I'm sitting here watching it because I'm trying to get me a short so I can get some puts. I actually took a short in here. Let me see. I took a MES trade that I actually end up closing out. I took an MES trade that I actually ended up closing out because my computer started glitching, and I said, "Oh no, sir, no ma'am." Got up out of there. I took it at 37.91.25 at 241, right? And then I got up out of there at 37.88.75. Cause my computer started glitching. I didn't know what was going on. I said, "No sir, no ma'am," and I got up out of there. So around here somewhat. So I took it here, right here, probably off of one of these gaps right here. I dropped down lower and see. So boom, let's drop down low. So that was it. You had your breakdown. You had the chance to short it in the morning. If you could have found a trade in the morning, if you don't like to trade that early, it came down, it went back, gave you another chance. That's the line of demarcation right there. Right there, coming across there, boom, it went back up into it. Your stop still would have been up there, gave you another chance, boom, sold off for the rest of the day. Let's drop down to the 5-minute and see. Let me see if I can find the spot where I took that trade right here. Right here. This is where I took the trade. I took it right on this gap right here. Because I took it at the top of this fair value gap right there. And yep, right there, see it say 37.91.25. Yep, that's the exact spot I took it in. When it came down, because I took it short because we came up here, we came back down, like right here, we came down and we came up, we couldn't get up to this high. We couldn't get up to this high, and we just kept, we made equal lows right there. It was a fair value gap down there, sell side liquidity up under there. And when we was coming back up, I took it off of, and when we came down and came back up, I took it off the top of this fair value gap right here. Boom. Took it out, and it started dropping. It started dropping. It started going back up. My computer started doing something crazy. I even text Lex. I'm like, "Lex, look at me. I'm taking a futures trade, right?" And then my computer went to glitching. I got up out of there. It ran down. It was like a 27-point trade. My what's the name was like down here at 54. My exit was like right down here, like right around there. Boom. Came back, hit it, and kept going. So it would have been a 27-point trade if I would have stayed in it, but I had to get up out of there because my computer's acting crazy. I ain't want to be stuck in no trade and don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna hold you. At the end of the day, I was trying to buy the MES back up, and I was gonna swing it. I was gonna swing it overnight. I ain't gonna hold you, but I couldn't get no setup down here. I wanted to get me a setup down here so bad, and I was gonna buy it and swing it overnight. Because matter of fact, right up in here, is where I was trying to get picked up. Once we came down here and we wicked back up, I said they gonna hit us with the 52 fake out tomorrow. They probably gonna pop it, then drop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking we gonna go down to Hades, but the reason why I said I think they gonna bring it up tomorrow a little bit and just kind of, because I'm like, they gonna take it up a little bit, probably take this buy side liquidity and just consolidate a little bit, might give us a little gap up, might go take this buy side and come back down close to New York and just consolidate sideways. And the only reason why I was thinking that, you know what I'm saying, is because how it reacted when that news came out about the Fed gonna do 0.75. Soon as that news dropped, the algos went crazy to the upside. It was like, just started shooting up. It was just going crazy. You can tell it was algo trading. You know what I'm saying? And like I was looking at day trading live, and they was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Then like, oh, they was like, oh, some news out. What's the news that just dropped? And they was like, the Fed, somebody just reported that the Fed is supposed to be reporting that they can possibly do 0.75. That's what they're gonna be announcing. And the algos went crazy as soon as it did it. So I was like, okay, you think you slick, huh? Right? I was getting ready to buy puts at the end of the day and everything. And I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing till tomorrow. I'm just chilling. You ain't gonna get me both ways, because I already got some calls that's getting smacked it up from all these gap downs. Be gapping down, putting my position at 0. Gap all the way down and put my position at 0, man. Stop playing with me like that right now. Hey, but yeah, man, that's all I got for the price action, man. Going until tomorrow, going overnight, you know what I'm saying, the way it's trading, this is why I was trying to get in, because I was gonna try to ride it back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even if I ain't try to ride it all the way up here, I was gonna try to ride it back up a little bit. And they, like, if I could have got in where I wanted to down here, I would have been like, what's that right there? That's almost 30 points. 37, 48, 20. That's almost 20 points already. Because I was trying to get in this long wick right here. I was trying to get in right around there. And that's like, what's that, 37, 48? And we at 37, 66 right now. I was just trying to ride it up for a little bit. I was going to swing it and just let it go as far as I can. I was just going to keep on locking in profit. You know what I'm saying? And see how far it climb up. Because a lot of times they'll hit you with that step where it don't never retrace back. They just step it all the way up, and then you wake up and the ES gap up $5. You know what I'm saying? But remember, like I said this morning, you know what I'm saying, we still got this gap up here. You know what I'm saying? We still got this gap up here when we gap down, right? I know we going into OPEX. I know we going to quad witch. I know we going to all that. Now the quad witch, you know, I'm expecting it to have a lot of volatility. We going to all of that, right? But it's like we done came down and we done ran up under these lows, right? We done grabbed some liquidity right there, right? We closed here, right? Okay, let's say we go down some more on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Say we go down some more on Tuesday, like it ain't much. It ain't much I can see down there until we get down here, like I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, and the way them algos was reacting when they announced that, I'm like, man, they gonna try to hit us with the 52 fake out. But I'm telling you, man, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. What y'all talking about? It ain't what's the sound the algos make? You already heard it. I ain't repeating it. Shout out the homie Boogie, man. The homie Boogie always pulling up with the super chats. What he say? He said, Lil Timmy ate his lunch, got home, his mama gave him 2 choices. Snacks at 3:50 p.m., Spy 3:50, or big meal at 3:25 a.m. when everybody asleep. Spy 3:25. Yeah, Lil Timmy want that what's the name? Lil Timmy want that meal. Let me go. The homie Zay said, look at the weekly. Lil Timmy want that meal. The homie Zay say, look at the weekly. Look at the gap on the weekly. On the weekly look just like the daily. Look at the week. The weekly, man, we gap down up under all these weekly lows. We could potentially want to go up under there. But I'm telling you, man, all this technical stuff we looking at right now, man, this stuff don't make no difference. It's all about what them algos been programmed to listen for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody everybody waiting for the feds. The homie Zay say they gonna sell us down at least 5% before we bounce. Let's check that out. Let's see. Boom. Clickety click. Go from the close. 5%. 5%. 5% puts us at 36.56. Close enough for government work. Where is that at? That's right down here. Yeah, that's right down there. In the same area that I was talking about. In the same area. 30, 35.56. Let's go over here to the what's name in line and check it out with the ES. 35.56. Oh, I forgot, man. If anybody want to pull up, let me hold on for a second. If anybody want to pull up, then put the link in the chat. I keep forgetting to do that, man. If anybody want to pull up, the link in the chat. Boom. The link in the chat. Oh, Jay said, what Jay said? Oh, somebody said that. Oh, Vic said he got a micro swing before the close. You swinging it which way? Up or down, Vic? You swinging it up or down, Vic? Nah, they already. Oh, you talking about 2 more percent. 2 more percent. Okay. 2 more percent. You already sold us down 3. Make it easy. Let's just go here. 5%. Let them go 5% from here. Make it easy. Since they already sold us down 2%, we're gonna go 5% from there. Boom. 5% from there. 370. 370. That's below this low right here. 5% from there is 370. Yep. Zay said they're gonna sell us down 5% before we bounce. So Zay saying we coming down to 370. That ain't far. We came out today. We came all the way down to 373.30. We came to 373.30 today. That's totally doable. That's totally doable. Oh man, y'all couldn't see none of that. Y'all couldn't see none of that. Let's do that again. Y'all couldn't see none of that. Yep. So 5%. I went 5% from the close of yesterday. Came down 5%. Boom. 370. That give us 370. That's totally doable. That's totally doable. Boom. That'll put us right there if they sold us down 5% and then bounced. That's totally doable because we came down to 373.30 today. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing but a stone's throw away. You know what I'm saying? We can open up tomorrow and go down now. Now, this the thing, though. That's going to make it ugly. It's going to make it ugly, Zay, if let's say they decide to hit us with the 52 fake out and gap us up tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, you know what I'm saying, we trading up, and let's look and see. Let's see if we can see anything clear that any imbalances we trying to get to prior to getting up here to this swing high right there and this swing high where I marked the buy side liquidity at 38.1550, right? So on the 60 minute is nothing. On the 60 minute is nothing that we trying to buy to, right? It's nothing that we trying to buy to after we ran the lows again in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And shout out ICT. The reason why I took that short in the afternoon, cause like when ICT, what are we talking about? Like it just said we bearish. We drop down in the morning. Boom. If we gonna make another move to the upside or the downside in the afternoon, if we gonna make another move, the market tends to run for liquidity on the opposite side. So if we gonna sell down, the market runs for buy side. If we gonna buy up, the market runs for sell side between lunch and after lunch. Like between lunch and 1:30, 2 o'clock, it'll run for it. So when I seen it shoot back up, when I saw it hadn't came up and ran this buy side that was like up here somewhere, I remarked this later. That's why I started looking for a reason to go short for anybody if I didn't say. But that's why I started looking for it, because it showed me that we was going to continue to move down after we ran down, kind of consolidated, and then we ran up, ran that buy side during lunchtime, and then you see, as you see, we sold off again. All right, so boom. On the 60-minute, it really ain't no imbalances or nothing before we get to this swing high here and that swing high. Well, this ain't the swing high. Before we get to this high and this swing high right here, that's the first swing high on the 60-minute. Drop down to the 15-minute. It ain't no imbalances that it's trading to. It's like some wicks, but the first swing high is right here at 3801. That's not far from the 3809, the old lows. The old lows was like right here, 3809. You know what I'm saying? That 3801 ain't far from the old lows. 30. So that's the first swing high. Then the second one, you see it at that 3815. Drop down to a 5-minute. The lower the time frames, you know, the less weighted hold. But even on the 5-minute, we ain't got no imbalances. We ain't got no imbalances. The same thing. We ain't got no imbalances from the hour, the 15, and the 5-minute. I ain't gonna go no lower than that. But you know what I'm saying? So if they push us back up and give us a gap up tomorrow, that's gonna make it ugly coming down. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna make it ugly coming down. That ain't gonna be good. I ain't saying it ain't gonna happen. I ain't saying I'm bullish for tomorrow. We gonna take off to the ceiling. I ain't saying none of that. But I do believe that we gonna push it down just to try to get back to that weekly gap down. You see what I'm saying? I do believe that. And I think we gonna use the volatility to do it. I ain't saying we gonna go up there and close up there and go up there and stay up there. I think we gonna use some of that OPEX volatility to like push way up just to bring it back down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this, I ain't gonna hold you. If we do start pushing up there and get to that Sunday gap up there, I'm gone at my calls. Win, lose, or draw. I don't care if I got a profit, no profit, whatever I got left in there, I'm gone. You hear me? I'm gone if we get back up there to that gap. Hey, yeah, y'all push the like button, man. I appreciate you 100. Push the like button, man. Little Timmy eating the whole house. Let me go back through the chat to see if I missed anything. Again, man, if anybody want to pull up, the link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up, the link is in the chat. If you want to ask something, pull up and ask something. Or you could just put it in the chat. If you want to share something that you feel like I might have missed, you know what I'm saying? The link in the chat. The link is in the chat. Got that. 3748 was, oh, Vic said he going up. He said enter that 3748. Oh, Vic, that's the same area I was looking at. Vic, you ain't in no 3848. You saw me just put my mouse over there. Larry say Vic taking it up. What, Larry, you taking it down? Show the chart. That I think that's back when I wasn't showing the chart. I got that. I think I went back through it. 36. Larry said 3600. Get out the chat, Larry. Go to the Primp's office. 3720 on the ES. Yeah, 5-minute. 5 is the minimum I expect. I'm just reading stuff, ain't putting it on the screen. They can even do 7 or 8. All doable. All doable. Gap up to sell down. Yep, that's what I just said. It's gonna make it ugly because we gonna go up and then come back down. He said ain't no retrace. Hey, I could be hopeful. I could be hopeful. Hey man, I think that's it. Ain't nobody pulling up. Ain't nobody putting that in the chat. Y'all go ahead and make sure you hit the like button, man. Share it with a cousin you like. Share it with a cousin you don't like. I think that's all I got. Shout out to homie Zay. Me and Zay was talking last night. If you go to Zay IG, he shared a picture that me and him was talking about last night. Let me share my screen right quick. if you go to Zay IG page, just buy a put. I was gonna buy a put this afternoon, Red. I ain't gonna hold you. I was trying to get a put, but I ain't get my setup. And then cause I started to buy the put when I went short on the MES, but then something told me to hold on, and so I ain't feel right. I wasn't feeling right because I was like, if I buy this put, I told Calandra earlier, if I buy puts and they gap this thing up tomorrow and bash my head in both directions, hey, I'm just gonna sit back and let it keep sliding. I'm already getting my head bashed in with them calls, cause them calls that I bought, them things opened up at $0. $0. If y'all go to the Cousin Zay page, man, you'll see his story, and it's a picture. Me and him was talking about this last night. And I mentioned it this morning on the live that I did, right? If you ever seen, I know y'all probably seen this picture right here before, right? So this picture right here, that's the psychology of the market cycle. And it's got like when the market going up, consolidating, going down. It's got all the stuff, disbelief, hope. Because, you know what I'm saying, you see disbelief over here too. It's just like a cycle. Disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation. If y'all don't know what capitulation is, that means like just giving up, swapping over, just giving up, swapping over, changing. Anger, depression, and then disbelief all over again, right? The cycle start back over again. So me and Zay was sitting up there chopping it up, talking. Please tell me y'all can see my screen. Yes, you can. Me and Zay was sitting up there chopping it up, talking about this right here, right? And then so what we did, we both did it. I think he did one and I did one too. But what we did, we went and we overlaid that on the SPY. On the SPY. And what I did it with weekly. I don't know. I'm not sure how Zay did. I don't know if he did it with weekly or daily, but I did it with a weekly line chart. You know what I'm saying? I did it with a weekly line chart to show like where we at now, right? So all I did was put a weekly line chart and I kind of scrunched it up so that, you know what I'm saying, the wave will match up with the picture. I just, you know what I'm saying, I scrunched it up so the wave will match up with the picture. I tried to get the high, you know what I'm saying, as close as I can to the high where it still lines up with the consolidation right after the 2020 recovery. Like this right here says February 10th, 2020. That's the close on February 10th, and the close was 337.60 on the SPY, right? See, 337.60 over there, right? And then this right here is the close for today at 375, right there. See over here, 375 on the SPY. This is the close for today. This is the close up here for 12/27/21. So December 27th, it closed at 474.95, right? And if you look at like the psychologist cycle thing, right? We, based off of the line and how it's lining up with the chart, we just slid from anxiety to denial. Right here, from last week to this week, we slid from anxiety to denial, right? On our way to panic. So, what we gonna do up in here? What I think we gonna do, this is our close for the day. We gonna come back up. I think, like I was saying, we gonna go back up and get that little gap. That little gap will be right there. That's the weekly close. We gonna go up. See how the little thing come? It go boop. It bounce up. Then it drop. See that? We coming down. Boop. Gonna bounce up. Hit that weekly gap. Then drop it like it hard. Denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back. What's the next? Oh, wait a minute. Last week we was in anxiety. Why am I getting margin call? This dip is taking longer than expected. And then denial. We done slid down to denial now. Now we saying to ourselves, my investments with great companies. They'll come back. I'm investing in Apple. I'm investing in Microsoft, Tesla, the future. Right? Then next week, what is going to be? Panic. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Everyone is selling. I need to get out. Hey, man, I just want to share that real quick. The homie Zay put me onto some stuff last night to make me really sit down and think about the economic side of it, think about the mental side of it. You know what I'm saying? Just step away from the technicals for a second. Because there's a whole lot of people that look at stuff like this right here. They look at the mental side of it. They look at the technical side of it. They look at the economic side of it. And the economic facts are we are in high inflationary time period. We in high rates, high interest rate. These growth companies that be holding up the stock market, they can't afford to borrow money if the rate's too high. If they can't afford to borrow money to make their company grow, the company not gonna grow. The only ones that's gonna be able to grow are the ones that's cash positive and they got a war chest, you know what I'm saying? And they can continue to grow without borrowing the money. You see what I'm saying? So what they doing, they trimming off the fat off of everybody. They trim. Remember yesterday when the cousin Zay was on here and we went back through all the sectors and was showing how close all the sectors getting back to 2020 levels before the Fed pumped the whole market up with the quantitative easing and all of that stuff right there. We slowly trimming off that fat, getting everybody back to the correct PE ratios, getting them back to the correct, you know what I'm saying, evaluations, whatever you want to call it. We trimming the fat on everybody, man. That's the times that we in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes technicals, sometimes fundamentals, sometimes both. Right now, the fundamentals and macroeconomics are outweighing everything because it ain't nothing technically sound about the way. Let me put it back on date. It ain't nothing technically sound about the way we've been gapping down and selling off. Look here. This right here, Wednesday to Thursday, gap down, sell off. Thursday to Friday, gap down, sell off. Friday to Monday, gap down, sell off. And then speaking of Friday to Monday, if y'all notice right here, we got that old infamous down Friday, down Monday. And you know everybody in the stock market superstitious. So every time you get a down Friday, down Monday, it's the drop coming. That's what people say. Go look at Apple, Amazon. If Tesla split near 100 is a good. I ain't looking at nothing, Vic. Apple. You said look at Apple and what was it? The White House watching. What else? What you said? Look at Apple, Amazon, and Tesla. What am I looking at them for? Apple. Why? Because they look just like the They look like just like the what's name and they getting the fat trimmed off. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Oh, can you whoa 2020? Can you whoa? Look at that Amazon right? Amazon now. That's it now. Amazon already touched 2020. This week right here, the week of 23rd May, 23 May, it touched 2020. Amazon there. What am I looking at them for, Vic? Apple got a long way to go. Apple holding strong. See, for the people in the back who don't know, this what they mean when they say relative strength. Look for companies with relative strength. The reason why Apple has this much relative strength, cause Apple got that Fetty Wap, you feel me? Apple got that money. Apple ain't got the bar. Apple got enough money to buy a country, right? So looking at Apple and then looking at let me see. How can I put stuff side by side? Can I compare on here? Who know how to do that on this? Can I compare? How do you compare on what's the name? Compare. SPY. Boom. Look at. Let me get them lined up together. Boom. There we go. So, let me get a 2020s together. So, looking at, I'm going to start from 2020. Right there, boom. So, from 2020 to now, look at Apple compared to the SPY. Apple is relatively stronger than the SPY. That's what they mean when they be talking about looking for relative strength. You see what I'm saying? And then let's look at Microsoft. See. Oh, you said Amazon. Microsoft still it's not as strong as Apple, but it's still relatively stronger than the SPY. Amazon is relatively weaker than the SPY. You see what I'm saying? This relative weakness. Amazon is relatively, let me get them together. Get back to 2020. Boop, there you go. Amazon is relatively weaker than the SPY or right in line. They kind of right in line. I ain't gonna say relative weaker, but they kind of right. Cause when I put it at 2020, just a little bit weaker than the SPY. But that's what they be talking about when they talk about relative strength and relative weakness. You know what I'm saying? Relative strength meaning you're either growing faster than the market or you're not falling as fast as the market. And relative weakness, if I didn't say strength, I meant strength. And then relative weakness is if you're dropping faster than the market, but you're not growing as fast as the market. That's relative weakness. But you never told me why I was looking at them, Vic. Oh, the plus sign. Appreciate that. I had already found it. Appreciate you 100. Hey, man, I think that's all I got. I think that's all I want to share. I appreciate y'all. Let's say you got clapped last year. I'm going to learn. You got clapped last year on what? Oh, talk about great companies. Yeah, man. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up and listening to me run my mouth, man. I'm just a simple dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. If y'all want to support your boy, go to thenewtli.com and buy some merch. The easiest way to support me is to hit that like button. What say Apple about to catch up to the SPY? Oh, 100. Don't say that. Because if Apple catch up to the SPY, this thing going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly if Apple catch up to the SPY. You know what I'm saying? But Apple got that fatty wop though. Apple don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Apple don't need to borrow no money to grow. You feel me? Apple don't need to borrow no money to grow. You feel me? Apple, I think Apple might still have a little downside in it, but coming all the way back to 2020, I don't know. I don't know about coming all the way back to 2020. Because because the thing that's killing everybody is, you know what I'm saying, the interest rates for the growth companies that need to borrow money. You know what I'm saying? Apple, that ain't Apple. He said, I said it. Apple coming to 125. He said, Apple come. Okay. Apple can come to 120. Let me see. Where 125 at? That still ain't 2020. That still ain't 2020. Apple, what that is? For what 2020 at? Right there, 2020. Apple in 2020. What my give me a price, man. What it is? The high 81.81. 81.81 for Apple in February 2020. 81.24. Something like that. 80 something dollars. Yeah, man, I don't see Apple in 125. Wherever it is, man, I don't feel like looking for it because it's got percentages on the side right now. Probably because I got the compare on. It ain't got my prices over there. But anyway, where is that? 132 right now? Yeah, man. That's like right here somewhere. That ain't nothing, man. Anyway, let us pray for all the slain stocks. What they said? Apple going to like 107. 107 still ain't 2020. 107 still ain't 2020. That's 90. 107 right here. Right there. That put Apple right here. 107 would be right around. That's a little high. So right around this area right here. Somewhere around here. This 2020, this around here. You know what I'm saying? If Apple came to 107, that'll put Apple right around there if it did come to 107. You know what I'm saying? But Apple relatively strong compared to what the market been doing. Yeah, it done started dropping, but it's relatively strong compared to its peers and all of that right now. Let's see what Tesla look like. Is Tesla one of Apple peers? Is Tesla one of Apple peers? I don't know if Tesla one of Apple peers. I know Microsoft is. I know Amazon is. Google Google, see, Apple relative strong compared to its peers, man. Look at Google. Google dig it down. It's stronger than the market, but Google down, Microsoft down, Amazon down. Is Nvidia one of Apple peers? Is Nvidia one? Nvidia down, man. Apple stronger than its peers, man. Apple stronger than its peers. Nvidia real close to 2020 also, or August 2020. It ain't all the way back to March, but it's close to August 2020. Yeah. Oh, you say take off the spy. that's what's making it do that. I don't know how to take it off. Oh, that's how I do that. Okay. Uh-oh, what's name say they busting Apple in the head? They say Apple weaker than me. They say Apple weaker than me. Let's put it to 2020. Get out of the way. They say, shut your mouth, Tim. Apple weaker than me. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia say, Apple weaker than me. Shut your mouth. Apple got Microsoft, though. Amazon. I done got off on a tangent, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no more. I'm out here. Amazon is stronger than Amazon. I mean, relatively stronger than Amazon. Tesla showing more relative strength. Who I said? Google. Stronger than Google. So Nvidia, Tesla was showing more relative strength. But Amazon, Microsoft, Meta. Let's see what Meta doing. Meta. Stronger than Meta. Yeah, so all the big boys except for Nvidia. And yeah, that was it. So and Tesla. Yeah, so Apple showing more relative strength than most of the big boys. Fang. Google. Netflix. Is Netflix still one of the big boys? What's Netflix? Is it still considered one of the big boys? Oh, I was thinking about Fang. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. That's it, right? Yeah. And then I put Microsoft in there, and I had put Tesla in there, but Nvidia was the only one that was stronger. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. I did Google though, didn't it? Yeah, I did Google, right? I did. I compared it to Google, didn't it? Yeah, I compared it to Google. Oh no, I didn't. But yeah, it's relatively stronger than Google. So out of everybody, it's stronger than Meta, Amazon, Google, Nvidia. But no, Nvidia was stronger and Tesla was stronger. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man. I got off on a tangent looking at that other stuff. Zay know how I am, man. Zay be throwing stuff out there. Boogie know how I am. 100 know how they start putting stuff out there, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate y'all for always coming through. Baby, was it anything in the chat that I missed? Did you see anything in the chat that I missed, baby? She ain't paying attention. Oh, she said nope. Okay, then. All right, y'all. I jump on in the morning at what's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Tuesday? 9 o'clock. Let's get on in the morning at 9 o'clock on IG and go over the price action overnight. And then I'll see y'all again here tomorrow at 6:30 to do the price action recap again. If you like what you saw, if you got anything out of it, hit the like button, share it with a cousin, share it with a cousin you like, share it with a cousin you don't like, share it with anybody you can. Red, get out, go to the principal office. Talk about Bloody Tuesday. Red, we done had bloody Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. You know what I'm saying? We need some kind of relief. I got to get out these calls. I got to get out these calls. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all know what it is. Gone.